Hello everyone, hope you feeling good. I am glad to be with you in this conference and the wonderful staff in the world. My name is Ahmed Salama, Professor of Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, Faculty of Science, Portaid University, and Dean of the Higher Institute of Business and Computer Science, Narish Eagle. And today I will talk in my presentation about Neutrosophic mathematical information system and Neutrosophic data. Some applied studies. I hope you will like it. In real life problems, the data associated are often imprecise or non-deterministic. Or real data cannot be precise because of their fuzzy nature. Imprecision can be of many types: non-matching data values, imprecise queries, indeterminacy data. Since the world is full of indeterminacy, the Neutrosophic found their place in research. A Neutrosophic set is capable of dealing with uncertainty, indeterminacy, and uncertainty, indeterminacy information. Neutrosophic set approaches are suitable of modeling problems with uncertainty, indeterminacy information, in which human knowledge is necessary and human evaluation is needed. In 1999, Samarnadaka defined the notion of Neutrosophic logic, which is a generalization of fuzzy logic and instinctive fuzzy logic. In 2015, Salama and Florentin Samarnadaki were introduced the Neutrosophic crisp set theory and many applications in mathematics, computer science, information system, information management. In order to deal with imprecise information knowledge, Samarnadaka the first introduced the notion of Neutrosophic set by fusing a three-component set and the non-standard analysis. A Neutrosophic set consists of three membership functions, where every function value is a real standard of non-standard subset of the non-standard unit interval from 0 to 1. Provides a natural foundation of treating mathematically Neutrosophic phenomena which exist previously in our real world, and for building new branches of Neutrosophic mathematics, or building new branches of mathematics. Neutrosophic science means development and applications of Neutrosophic logic, Neutrosophic measure, Neutrosophic integral, Neutrosophic probability, Neutrosophic statistic. Some Neutrosophic concepts have been investigated by Salama. He was developed an Excel package to be utilized for calculating Neutrosophic data and analyze them by using object-oriented programming technique and concepts of they may apply to the decision or apply to the design and development in new framework to implement Neutrosophic data operation. Since then, many authors have studied various aspects of Neutrosophic sets from different points of view. For example, in order to apply the Neutrosophic idea to logic, Salama obtained good applications in image analysis processing by using Neutrosophic sets. Salama, Bromi, and Samarnadaki first introduced Salama, Bromi, Florentin Samarnadaki first introduced the concept of rough Neutrosophic sets handled in complete and indeterminate information and studied some operations and their properties. This Neutrosophic set has been used by several researchers to define various Neutrosophic sets. Further, several researchers have defined most types of Neutrosophic data operation were presented with many routing works. In 2014, Salama designed and implemented an object-oriented programming to deal with Neutrosophic data operation. This application will be very useful to the Neutrosophic researchers. The theory of classical statistics assumed the crisp, certain, and clear observation parameters in technology applications. However, in such technology applications, due to their complex function, it may not be possible to obtain the clear or crisp values of certain parameters. So there is a chance of obtaining indeterminate, imprecise, and incomplete parameters. Neutrosophic statistics can be applied, which is the generalization of classical statistics. This is reduced to classical statistics when no parameters are found to be indeterminate, imprecise, or incomplete in actual practice. Complete. Now we move can we move on the slides and allow me to do that? The first foundation of the Neutrosophic crisp set theory with my participation of the Professor Florentin Samarnadaki. In 2014, Neutrosophic crisp set theory. The first journal for Neutrosophic sets and system. I was proposed to Professor Florentin to publish the first scientific journal in the field of Neutrosophic. The first journal titled Neutrosophic Sets and System. From the logic to the Neutrosophic statistic. The following crisp logic implies to fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic implies to Neutrosophic logic. From crisp logic to crisp mathematics. From crisp mathematics to crisp statistic. Logic, crisp logic, the first. Crisp mathematics, crisp statistic. From crisp logic uh, implies to fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic as a generalization of all crisp logic. When fuzzy logic from to fuzzy mathematics to fuzzy statistics. Fuzzy logic implies to Neutrosophic logic. Neutrosophic logic, Neutrosophic mathematics, Neutrosophic statistics. This is like a crisp logic, crisp mathematics, crisp statistics. Fuzzy logic, fuzzy mathematics, fuzzy statistics. Neutrosophic logic to Neutrosophic mathematics to Neutrosophic statistics. Neutrosophic statistic contains Neutrosophic mathematics, Neutrosophic logic. Neutrosophic statistics contains fuzzy statistics, crisp statistics. Neutrosophic statistics contains all from crisp logic to fuzzy statistics. From problems to Neutrosophic decision, what is the problem when to mathematics converting a problem in Neutrosophic mathematics, converting problem into Neutrosophic data. Neutrosophic data by processing for Neutrosophic data implies to or leads to Neutrosophic information. Neutrosophic information leads to knowledge or Neutrosophic knowledge. From Neutrosophic knowledge, leads to Neutrosophic decision, wisdom, and optimal decision. First, mathematics is used to transform these problems into data, Neutrosophic data, and then to process it. We get Neutrosophic information. And organized information that leads to knowledge, Neutrosophic knowledge, then wisdom and optimal decision making. Examples examples of indeterminacy. Indeterminacy related to tossing a coin. A coin, the Neutrosophic probability of head equals the Neutrosophic probability of tail less than half, and the sample space is head, tail indeterminacy. This indeterminacy related to coin. Examples of indeterminacy: the sample space of the following dice. The sample space equals the set of all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and indeterminacy. This is the unbalanced surface or irregular surface. The sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and definitions from Neutrosophy. Neutrosophy is the branch of philosophy which studies the origin, nature, and scope of neutrality, as well as with their intersection with different idea. The idea of spectra. طيف idea of spectra. Neutrosophy, a new branch of philosophy. What is the Neutrosophic? From Neutrosophy to Neutrosophic logic. The Neutrosophic logic were generalization of the fuzzy logic and instinctistic fuzzy logic. Neutrosophic crisp logic are generalization of the crisp instinctistic crisp logic. A Neutrosophic logic proposition has a degree of 3 degrees, T, I, and F, where T, I, F are standard or non-standard subset of the unit interval. What is the Neutrosophic fuzzy set? The Neutrosophic fuzzy set let X be a non-empty set. A Neutrosophic set is an object having the form A equals mu x alpha x beta x. What is the trip? What is the tree? Where mu and where and which represent the degree of membership function. Mu x is namely membership function. Alpha x namely the degree of non-membership function. Beta x is indeterminacy function. Where mu x plus alpha x plus beta x lies from 0 to 3. Mu x plus alpha x plus beta x greater than or equal 0 and less than or equal 3 lies from 0 to 3. What is the Neutrosophic crisp set? Neutrosophic crisp set, let X be a non-empty set. A Neutrosophic crisp set, A on X is an object having the form A equal parts A1, A2, A3, where A1, A2, A3 are subsets of the set X. A is called Neutrosophic crisp set with type 1 if A1 intersection A2 equals phi, A1 intersection A3 equals phi, A1 A2 intersection A3 equals phi. This is the first Neutrosophic crisp set with type 1. Neutrosophic crisp set with type 2. If A1 intersection A2 equals phi, A1 intersection A3 equals phi, A2 intersection A3 equals phi, and A1 union A2 union A3 equals the universal set X. Neutrosophic crisp set with type 3, A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 equals phi, and A1 union A2 union A3 equals the set X. From crisp set to Neutrosophic crisp set or Neutrosophic crisp event, Neutrosophic fuzzy set. Neutrosophic crisp set inside all Neutrosophic or crisp set inside all Neutrosophic crisp sets. Neutrosophic crisp sets inside the instinctistic fuzzy set, inside the fuzzy set, inside the Neutrosophic fuzzy set. Then, Neutrosophic fuzzy set as a generalization of all fuzzy set, instinctistic fuzzy set, Neutrosophic crisp set. Neutrosophic crisp set as a generalization of the crisp set. What from the crisp data, or from the crisp set to the Neutrosophic crisp set, from the crisp data to the Neutrosophic data. Neutrosophic data consists of certainty and uncertainty data. Neutrosophic data contains certainty and uncertainty data. Certainty data with the degree 0 or 1 only. Uncertainty data lies between 0 and 1. Types of data from crisp data to Neutrosophic data. Crisp data implies to fuzzy data, implies to instructionistic fuzzy data to generalized, instructionistic fuzzy data to generalized Neutrosophic data to Neutrosophic data. From the crisp data to instructionistic crisp data implies to leads to Neutrosophic crisp data, leads to probability Neutrosophic crisp data. From Neutrosophic crisp data leads to Neutrosophic data. Data, the following type of data. From crisp statistic to Neutrosophic statistic. Crisp probability theory to fuzzy probability theory to instructionistic fuzzy probability lead to Neutrosophic fuzzy probability. Neutrosophic fuzzy probability as a generalization of all types of probability: crisp, fuzzy, instructionistic fuzzy. And the same, the Neutrosophic fuzzy statistic, statistic contains all types of statistic: instructionistic fuzzy statistic, fuzzy statistic, and crisp statistic. Crisp statistics leads to fuzzy statistics. From fuzzy statistics statistic leads to instructionistic fuzzy statistic. Neutrosophic fuzzy statistic as a generalization of all types of statistics. From the Neutrosophic statistics leads to Excel with Neutrosophic package, and when convert or Excel of Excel Neutrosophic package to leads to converting into SPSS. Neutrosophic information system. What is the Neutrosophic information system? Neutrosophic information system contains A, R, B. The Neutrosophic system equations is A circle R equals B. Then A is the Neutrosophic inputs or Neutrosophic data. From the Neutrosophic data to Neutrosophic system are leads to Neutrosophic outputs or Neutrosophic information. The principles of the Neutrosophic computing useful to software implementation for the large plethora of applications. Neutrosophic information system are the Neutrosophic system or processing for Neutrosophic data inputs. What implementing? Implementing Neutrosophic operation using object-oriented. What is the tool and techniques? Tools: object-oriented programming, C# language, .NET framework, Visual Studio, .NET, and Excel. The Neutrosophic operation classes for the package Excel. Implementing Neutrosophic data set. These examples from crisp data to Neutrosophic data or processing Neutrosophic data. This column A, this Neutrosophic crisp data for phenomena, for any phenomena. A 82.8, 98.736, 120.26 for this is the crisp data. From the crisp data to the Neutrosophic data, where the following are three membership for crisp data. The three membership. Number one, the mu is the degree of membership 99.99. This is indeterminacy 0.001. The non-membership function 0.004. Mu sigma. Mu is the membership from the membership functions for 82.8 crisp data. 0.001349 the indeterminacy for the value 82.8. 0.004139 is the non-membership for 82.8. This value is the indeterminacy for 137.856. This is a crisp data. This, for examples of from when convert or change crisp data into Neutrosophic data, or converting crisp data into Neutrosophic data. This is the package of interface, Neutrosophic package interface from Excel. The intersection between two Neutrosophic sets may be defined by three types. The first type of intersection, the second kind of intersection, the three kind of intersection. What is the intersection between two Neutrosophic sets D and E? 2, the mu or the membership function equals 0.2 of the first, 0.3 of the second. The intersection equals maybe the first type 2 times the 3 equal 0.006. The first type of intersection between two Neutrosophic sets. The second kind is the minimum between the first and the first in D and the first in E. Neutrosophic package interface for the complement of the two Neutrosophic sets. What is the complement may be any types. This figure Neutrosophic package interface and calculating the complement Neutrosophic charge. One cell in Excel contains three values for Neutrosophic: membership, non-membership, and determinacy. This figure Neutrosophic package union chart, union from A, the set, Neutrosophic set A and Neutrosophic set B. This is a union chart, chart for Neutrosophic some Neutrosophic applications. From CRISP e-learning to fuzzy e-learning, some Neutrosophic applications. For example, the Neutrosophic or e-learning CRISP, fuzzy e-learning to Neutrosophic e-learning. Neutrosophic e-learning from the CRISP probability to fuzzy probability and stochastic fuzzy probability to Neutrosophic fuzzy probability. These all Neutrosophic components. CRISP statistics to fuzzy statistics to stochastic fuzzy statistics leads to Neutrosophic fuzzy statistics. CRISP security leads to fuzzy security. Fuzzy security leads to stochastic fuzzy security. Leads to or convert stochastic fuzzy security to Neutrosophic fuzzy security. Image processing, fuzzy from image processing CRISP, the CRISP image processing to fuzzy image processing to stochastic fuzzy image processing. Neutrosophic stochastic fuzzy image processing leads to Neutrosophic image processing. From CRISP database to fuzzy database to stochastic fuzzy database to Neutrosophic database. CRISP database data warehouse to fuzzy data warehouse leads to Neutrosophic data warehouse. From GIS topology or GIS rules to GIS Neutrosophic topology. From Neutrosophic mathematical morphology to mathematical morphology to Neutrosophic mathematical morphology. Some applications, formalization of the classical probability of some, in this paper, some probability distribution via Neutrosophic logic and its impact on decision making. When introducing this paper, the concept of the classical event probability according to Neutrosophic logic. This is the first paper published in the classical probability and some probability distribution. The classical probability and its properties via Neutrosophic CRISP theory. This paper published and deals with the applications on Neutrosophic CRISP set, generalization of all CRISP set, on the classical probability from the construction of the Neutrosophic CRISP sample space to the Neutrosophic CRISP even, and we defined or the definition of the Neutrosophic classical probability or CRISP probability for events. Another decision making Neutrosophic data applied studies. This paper, Neutrosophic categories, is the modern where the Neutrosophic categories is the modern of methods of dealing with the data and decision making. This paper aims to processing a new approach through which investment decision can be made in the order to achieve maximum to profit or maximum profit at the level of the Neutrosophic economy through and Neutrosophic analysis through the generation of membership functions carrying the degree as followed of the certainty and uncertainty of the navigation movement in the Suez Canal part. Uh, Neutrosophic analysis of these numbers and sizes of tanker carrying oil through the Suez Canal port, and given the neutrosophic components to predict and if, futures we expect in the future size tanker, and add the comparison of the neutrosophic information models with some old models. Another people neutrosophic information system to improve some and relative all the commands applied studies. Uh, from image to neutrosophic image and entropy, the image in the image being xy, the coordinates of each pixels, and g of xy be the gray levels of the pixels from x and y, implies to g of xy lies from 0 to 1 L minus 1. Each image pixels associated with four numerical values. A value representing the membership mu x obtained the means of membership function associated with the set of the represent the expert's knowledge to the image. Another, the second value representing the indeterminacy mu a of x, obtain the indeterminacy function associated with the set that represent the eigenvalues of the a expert decision. The third value, a value representing the non-membership gamma x, obtained the mean of non-membership function associated with the set represented the expert decision. The fourth value is called the Hastings measure, where pi of x equals 3 minus mu minus gamma minus uh, uh, 3 minus the sum of all three values. Neutrosophic extensity degree and image retrieval. Another paper, another application. Neutrosophic approach of mathematical morphology. Neutrosophic mathematical morphology applications in image processing, applying Neutrosophic mathematical morphology in image processing. From the origin, the grayscale image to the three component of Neutrosophic component or application of Neutrosophic crisp set. Neutrosophic crisp image 1, 2, 3. Type 1, type 2, type 3. Neutrosophic logic gates. Another examples, and new structures for logic gates using Neutrosophic technique. Uh, for example, Neutrosophic logic gates, the probability design IC shape for Neutrosophic AND. These examples of Neutrosophic gates for AND. The probability design AC shape for Neutrosophic AND. Thank you. Thank you for your kind attention. I hope you have liked the topic today. Goodbye.